know what? Because I'm in control, I can actually do this. So time starts as soon as we gain control. So actually... And go. Alright, so... Hi everyone, welcome to Ristar. This is a 1995, early 1995 Sega Genesis game, so pretty late in the Genesis life cycle. They really knew what they were doing by this point. It's a first-party Sega game. A cult classic, but sadly forgotten and unloved by Sega. And hopefully by the end of this you'll realize that's a serious mistake. This is an incredible game. It is a platformer. You play as this friendo. This is Ristar, and you have jump and grab as your abilities. That's it. Pretty simple platform. The whole idea is you grab things and just slam your face into them. That's your main attack you'll be using. But there's a lot to it, especially for the speedrun. The main thing is that Ristar can do a lot of gymnastics, especially with the star poles that are around each level, and we'll be using them to basically do a few skips and quick movement, like this one coming up in right here. Alright, so you might have seen below me, like really for a brief second, there was a log, and I just did log skip. Basically, you would have to hit that log twice, and then Ristar would go like, "Oh no, I knocked down a tree," and be all cute and crap. But we're not even gonna deal with that. This game has a lot of personality that sadly we will not be looking at. Ristar, oopsies, just did like a split. Ristar has like idle animations in every level, and like, he does special things at certain points, and the entire point of the game is like exploring things with your hands. But we ain't doing that. It's a speedrun. Here's the first boss. One second. Okay. So, you're supposed to hit him 3 times, and then the like monkey on his back, that's Riho, falls down and you hit it. However, with precise movement, you're able to climb on top of the wizard. I call the strat assaulting the wizard. So you assault the wizard and then grab, like, hook around and hit hit Riho from behind to instantly hit him, as opposed to having to do like 3 hits. So that's the fast strat. On to level 2. Hey, you know like water levels? What's that? No? They're garbage? Well, this one's actually pretty good. So, Ristar has some of the best water levels I've ever played. Very fast-paced. Very fluid. I know exactly where I'm going, and it's basically like the same movement every time. It can almost be a little too fast when you're playing it casually. But I really like the fast movement of the water. Because most of the time people are like, oh, water levels are too slow. Not this one. This one might have the opposite problem. So, we're getting to the point where there's going to be a good amount of RNG in the game. I'll be talking about it a lot as we come up to it. There was a few moments of RNG so far, but we're getting to some bigger ones now. This boss has a little bit, although he's quite simple. His first 2 attacks are basically the same every time. Don't worry about that. His third attack, depending on where the enemies spawn, will be faster or slower by like a second or 2. I want them to spawn all on the right. That was average. Well, they're mostly in the middle, but could have been way better. That's okay. You might also notice I was doing like down grabs. That cancels my like when I do a down diagonal grab after hitting something. I am getting distracted trying to explain it. You know what? I'm gonna explain that later. I'd rather not screw up Undertow 2. Because if I lose enough health here, it's actually an absolute nightmare. and I will probably end up dying. Take some safety. So this is a labyrinth where the entire point is going into these rooms and completing a little puzzle, or, you know, most of the time it's destroying all the enemies. Whoopsies. So, one of the things that you can do is you can climb walls, which we'll use a few times. It's surprisingly not as effective as you would think to getting, like, places. Most of the pathways don't involve slamming your head into the wall. Ristar thanks us for that. These things can deal a good amount of damage. Okay, we're safe in terms of damage now. Don't have to worry about that. I love this game. But yeah, we have the recoil when we grab down diagonal after hitting something, and that speeds us up. That's all I was trying to say. I just got distracted. All right, second boss time. This is the biggest point of RNG in the game. I'm talking like a minute and a half of variance. If I get like the best RNG compared to the worst RNG, it's like a minute and a half. It's bananas. This is Osat. He has 6 attacks he can do. His first 2 attacks are always the same thing every time. And then every other attack, it's half. I can hit him. Half, I have to wait. So he can do 2 each time he's back there. He can do 2 not hitting, and then he has to do 1 where he has to be hit. So we have a total of like 6 or 7 times where he just does not want to get hit. We did get perfect RNG though, so that's pretty freaking great. Ristar's very cute. I'm seeing people talking about how great this music is. This music is really good. It is made by the same person who makes the Nights in a Dream soundtrack. There you go. The dev team of this basically afterwards were like, hey, we want to make Ristar 2. And Sega was like, no, go make Nights into Dreams. And then like most of the devs of this went to go make Nights into Dreams. Like immediately after. Alright, so here's Scorch. This is where the game starts to pick up difficulty. This is actually a pretty difficult game playing casually. If you never played it, I highly recommend it. But we have a pretty difficult strat here. I really hope I get it, because if I don't, we have to rely on RNG. We have to carry this friend all the way over. Nope, I screwed up. Okay. Well, I hope we get good RNG. So these things here have a 1/4 chance to drop the stone statue that I was carrying earlier, and they did. All right, we have to go the slow way. That is so sad. So there's a shortcut that spawns if you carry the stone statue all the way, and we skip all of this. It saves like 20 seconds almost. The fastest way to do it is to not try to carry the statue and just hope the first one you get is that 1/4 chance. No one does that, because this game has enough RNG as it is. Nobody wants to put up with it. Alright, like Simon says, I hate this boss because it's the only reason I can't do a blindfolded run of this game, and I really want to do that. I'm also really bad at Simon Says. But kind of slow though, sadly. Don't split. Okay, so we're getting to probably like the middle part is where the run really picks up for the hardest levels. This one has a lot of tricks to it. A lot of these pole grabs. Alright. Got the first 2 perfect. Now Now for the third one. Well, okay, that was a perfect Scorch 2. That is not okay. So like, it's not frame perfect, but it is like a 2-frame window to like get that middle one, especially that I did. The first and the second one were more like 5-frame windows, but the second one was like really close. Oh come on, buddy, give me better RNG than that. So having gotten that, I'm really happy about that. All right, this is Adahan. Adahan is being unbelievably mean to us. He can do an attack where he just immediately falls down and we can hit him, or he can do that attack where he climbs up into the air and we gotta hit him and waste like 2 seconds. Come on, buddy. Oh, come on, buddy. There we go. If you miss him during that fall down section, he has a half chance to move left or right. I missed him sometimes. Oops. That's okay. I love this game. I speedrun it a lot. It's the kind of game that, like, I think everyone has that game where they'll never get rusty with it. They'll just play it all the time. And I play this all the time. Alright, so that's Adahan. We beat him up, and it's a baby mole. Get hacked. If you like don't attack it, he just kind of sits there and throws dust at you, like threateningly. You have to hit that baby, which is quite a thing that I had to say. You have to bring harm to this baby in order to continue the game. Whoopsie. All right, next up, this is the hardest level in the game. All the hardest tricks. Let's do it. Let's hope I get it. Let's hope I get it like I got a perfect Scorch 2. First trick here, I have to do every single thing here with perfect movement. So far, so good. In order to get on a perfect cycle, messed up. That's actually really messed up. Should be good. You can mess up just slightly. Okay, I should be good. We have to get here in time for this. So we grab that, and there we go. Perfect, got the God Cycle. So that's 1 out of like 4 tricks in this level got. Next up is a precise throw. Nope, didn't get it. Okay. There we go. You're able to throw it on top of the ledge there, but it's a pretty precise throw. And now for this. This is a double frame perfect trick, so excuse me. I've been really bad at this recently. Alright, there we go. Second try, I will accept that. During my practice, it was like, I don't know, 9th try? Like, I was doing really poorly with it. Which is a shame, because that's one of my favorite tricks, and one of the ones I'm actually the best at somehow. Alright. Next up. Here's this boss. So, in the American version, this boss is slightly different. He doesn't have the, like, musical notes pop up in the American version, but oh no, bad RNG! I don't even think I had a way to deal with that. Oh man, that sucks. Okay, he just didn't like have the middle head attack enough where I could hit it. So I have to wait for him to do this now. It's a shame. It's like 10 seconds lost. Boop. But we played the Japanese version, so we know exactly when they're going to fall down, so we can usually consistently get it first try unless the RNG is really mean to us, which it was. Alright, next up. This level. Whoa, what the heck? I have not done that before. Okay then. That sucks. Don't take any more damage, please. This level is all about not taking damage so you can do damage boost strats, and I've taken a lot of damage. Do I have to forego 1 damage boost strat? Normally we would just hold right here and land on that, but damage boosting. I have to have damage for this so I can damage boost it, because I'm extremely inconsistent if I don't damage boost like that. Nice little swing there. I like that. I like how fluid it is. The movement in this game, I've heard people describe it as slow. My good buddy Author Blues said that this game moved too slow for him, and it was slow and boring. I disagree, but that's just me. I think it's, you know, he moves at a brisk pace, sure. Like he's not like Sonic. It seems like it should be kind of like Sonic, because you know it's actually on the Sonic engine, but it is not. It's a nice kind of like slow pace, but at the same time, I think it has its moments of quickness. All right, so this is Alwek, who is usually really hard unless you know the easy strat here, which you get knocked back when you hit this, but if you're facing to the left as you hit it, you just get knocked back into it. You can do it as fast as you want. So this is another moment of hopefully he'll give me good RNG. He can fly too high up to reach. He's flying so far. Ristar. Hey! Perfect RNG. That's all whack. Good stuff. Come closer. I love a little noises are great. This game has so much charm. It has so much charm. Especially this next level. The idle animation for it is he builds a snowman, which is very cute. We actually use that idle animation in the boss fight. So, Ristar not being one to just end at destroying the public perception of water levels, also turns out to have a really, really good ice physics level. You just like slip and slide all over them, and like it's fast. It's not annoying to control. You can control it by jumping out of it. It's pretty simple. It's just good, especially compared to most ice physics, which are garbage. Okay, I've been really bad at this recently. Give me a moment. Okay, that's one. Okay, that's not one. Come on. There we go. You can do like the fastball. It's like a 2 or 3 frame window, like a little bit before you're about to land. Not right before, but a little bit before you're about to land. And it's a nearly undodgeable attack. And the fastest way to do it is to do 2 of those and then hit him normally. But I couldn't do that because I am bad at video games. Alright, here's 3 on 2. Another water level. Speaking of water levels, let's combine water levels and ice levels into the most horrific level in literally any other video game. I hope y'all are having a nice night. Did you have a good week? I was here for 3 Dirty Dwarves last weekend. This will be my last run. I was also here for Mr. Bones. It was a little more depressing. I did very poorly. It was a race, but the other racer had discovered some glitches like a week before the run. Anyway, so here are ice jumps. Got the ice jumps all perfect. Hopefully I don't mess up these and eat my words. Okay. You're able to like kind of like half the time of going between each thing and climb up that a little bit faster, so that's pretty good. Alright. This boss is an abominable snowman in America, but in Japan, he's a cat. I love him. I love him a lot. His name is Itamor Lunch. Itamor Lunch. And he is a cat. He's a reference to the Japanese concept of Nikojita, cat's tongue. Something about cats and spicy foods. Literally every single time I describe it, there's some weeb in chat who's like, you're describing it wrong. And then I describe it as the thing that weeb tells me to describe it as next time I talk about it. And another weeb is like, you're describing it wrong. So I'm not even gonna bother. Google it. So the bully from the first level is helping us by giving us some spicy curry. Itamor can't stand that, so we just gotta throw it into his mouth. It's environmental storytelling. The bully who we used to fight became our friend at the end after we beat him in a nice friendly snowball fight. And there we go. There goes Itamor. Goodbye, Ristar. Let's talk about the plot real quick. So the plot is slightly different depending on if you're playing the Japanese or the American version. I prefer the Japanese one, so we'll go with that. The evil Kaiser Greedy wants to rid the galaxy of all fun and is using mind control to mind control all the guardians of the planets of the system. And the civilians of the system call on their goddess for help, and she sends her son, who comes to smack the hell out of anyone who dare. I really hope that I don't mess up this level, because it is the level that is the hardest for me, and also, like, one of the only glitches in the game that we use, so let me just kind of focus on this. You're not supposed to be able to go through this, but you can. But it is like... Oh my god, you got that really fast. It's like a sub-pixel ass, like, frame perfect ass, like, thing. I'm bad. I'm very bad at it. But that's really good. That was a really fast, automaton skip. This is Commander Hat. He is the mini-boss. He is a nightmare for most people who are new to this game. Okay. He has a few attacks. If you don't hit him during some of them properly, you lose a lot of time. And your hands have an unfortunate tendency to go through Commander Hat, which can really ruin some runs. Automaton is just mean. Automaton 1, especially. Automaton 2 is okay. Just Commander Hat down. Don't skip. Don't split. It's okay. I'm not using splits. Okay. Here's Automaton 2. Simple concept. We have to put the crystals in the teleporters to power them for each of the levels. Okay, that was a little bit slow. I was supposed to be knocked to the right there so that it's a little bit faster. Quite messed that up. Okay. Oop. I don't really have much else to say. This game's great. Go play it. It's on Steam. If you're interested in speedrunning it, if you have any questions, let me know. It's a very fun speedrun, but it can be pretty challenging. World record's like low 37 at this point? Or is it a low 28 now? God, I don't even remember. Did I get it? I got it! So this is the Liz strat. I developed... No, what? What was that? What? No! Oh, okay, well, that would have been great if I had gotten it. Now me acting all full of myself, being like, ha, I developed this strat that I can't even do. There's a strat that I developed called the Lizstar. Everyone just calls it the Lizstar. It's the fastest way through that room. It's a 2-frame window, but I messed it up. I don't even know how that happened. I've never had it mess up in that way. That's weird. Oh well. Boing. So there's a quick strat for this, where you're kind of able to like grab the crystal as it falls. Nope, I missed it. And throw it as you land, which doesn't save that much time, but it looks cool, which of course means I didn't get it. Let's see if I can get this. Alright, that's fast. Usually I go a little bit slower for that. But I've been trying to go a little bit faster, do a slightly riskier strat on that pole spin. Okay, we're getting near the end. It's basically just a boss rush from this point on. Our first boss is this buddy. His name is Iranim. And his whole thing is getting inside of him and abusing iframes in order to beat the crap out of him. Okay, that's pretty good. Alright, that was a nearly perfect Iranim. That was pretty nice. You're able to, depending on positioning, get him to do the correct attack. If you're not in the very correct position, he has a tendency to kind of jump around all over the place. And it's a little hard to get inside of him and abuse iframes when he's doing that. Alright, so Iranim is taken away by Greedy's second in command. Cannot remember the name of. And we're blasting off to Greedy's main base in the black hole that is like all of these planets are surrounding. I don't know if that's a solar system. I don't know. Anyway, here's Greedy's citadel. Lots of climbing on this one, and we have this eye flying around. It's a pretty simple level. It's the calm before the storm. This game, I've probably been making it look easy. It's not. It's not easy. Especially this final boss. Not this one. This one's fine. The final boss is a nightmare. So, remember a long time ago when I talked about grab canceling? It's making a serious comeback here. We can kill this guy like twice as fast by just perfect grab canceling. Oh, that's bad RNG. So, he cannot be knocked down when he's doing that gun animation. So we just want him to never do that. We want him to do every other attack he can possibly do other than the gun animation. Because he cannot be knocked down during it. Okay, only one gun? That was actually good RNG. Final boss time! Let's go. Let's do it. Alright. Wave goodbye to my PB. Bye, PB. Hey. So this is Greedy. He is an extraordinarily hard boss fight. Also, really, really good music. Oh no. Okay, so the first phase is a lot of RNG. I'm going to focus because I want to be able to hit him. Oh my gosh, Greedy, please. Okay. Second phase is the same every time, so just gotta kind of get him in the correct position so that I can easily take him out and climb. 29:38 is really good. When you get a sub 30 is a really nice time. So I'm happy with that. That's good. I'm happy with that. That's good. All right. So everything falls apart. Greedy and his generals are sucked into the black hole as it becomes unstable. Get ready for it.